Welcome to coding-bootcamps.com. My name is Carlos Vieira, and I'm going to be taking you through an overview of an introductory course to the C++ programming language. As I mentioned, you can find us on coding-bootcamps.com, on your favorite social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. So make sure to give us a follow, and let's get started. So as I mentioned, this is going to be an introduction to the C++ programming language. About myself, first, I'm a junior software engineer. So initially, I taught myself HTML and CSS at a young age. I guess a bit cliche. And then I went on to embark on a university pathway to attain a bachelor degree in computer science at the University of Northampton, UK. So I am based here in the UK at the moment, and computing has always been, from the very beginning, one of my main passions. Currently, I work for a home automation company called Indigo Zest, and what I do there is provide and maintain a number of web API integrations, and that basically means that mm, I'm helping different apps talk to each other and work together to automate a number of workflows within the company. So that's one of my main roles there. And I've volunteered before at my local community just to give back and helping them with building all their websites. Mainly, I'm adept in Java, C++, PHP, MySQL, HTML, CSS, and one of my favorites, JavaScript. So that's mainly what I'm using at the moment. But I'm learning every day new technologies and new languages, and that's one of the exciting things about computing. So prerequisites, there are none to this course. This course is aimed at beginners. So if you've never programmed before and you're just starting out, this is perfect for you. We're going to cover the basics and the fundamentals to get you well on your way to becoming a pro. What topics are we going to be covering, right? This is a high level list of those main topics, and they're going to be C++, object-oriented programming. So obviously C++ is a programming language, and then object-oriented programming is a way to structure programs. We're going to look at fundamental types. So how do we store data within the program? What are the different data types? And how can we interact with them? And names, and also keywords and variables. So like an actual regular language, right? C++ and programming languages, they have their own set of rules. And these can be grammatical, as in the form of syntax, or they can be in the form of keywords or defined words, such as and the ones that we use to actually write the program. And then we can also define our own words within the program. So I'm going to teach you all about that. I'm going to teach you about the arithmetic operations that are powered by C++. So how can we manipulate numbers within C++, perform calculations? How can we do that in the most effective way possible? If, else if, nested if statements with examples. So how do we make decisions within the flow of that program? Okay. Next, we'll look at switch cases in C++. So again, that's related to decision making within the program. And for, while, do while, and nested loops. So how do we loop code within our program? Right? Something that we're gonna look at to avoid repetition. We're gonna look at structures within C++, so building more complex structures to make our programs more robust and organized. And we're gonna do a project that we'll go over it together, but it's basically a program to calculate the age of a human by entering the date of birth and the current date. And lastly, there will be plenty of homework. So there's going to be 3 main homework sections that come with 11 exercises that we'll all cover together. So what's the takeaway? What am I going to learn by finishing this class, right? And you should think of it as this is going to be that jumping um, board to get you to the next level in your programming career or your computing career. So you're going to take away the fundamentals of not only C++, but many of those concepts that are applicable all throughout computing, all throughout all sorts of programming languages. So this is really fundamental. It's really important. If you are new to programming, sign up, and this is going to push you to that next level. Okay, you're going to be able to program your own applications, so build your own scripts to do all sorts of things because you have the main tools at your disposal. Okay, so with those fundamentals, with those basics, you actually be able to do quite a lot before you even start to get into more advanced topics. So you'll learn, for example, how you can tell the program to do a certain task multiple times depending on the user input, right? So rather than you having to type out a specific task 100 times, you can go in and tell the program, do this 100 times if this and this happens, right? So you can start to orchestrate a series of actions or or processes within a C++ program. And we're going to cover that. We're going to cover how you go from code to an actual executable file and why we even need a compiler, right? I'm sure you've heard of the compiler, and I'll explain to you what that's all about. We do offer private tutoring sessions on the platform. So at any point along the way, if you feel that you need additional support, right? We do have the additional content available online for you to look through. But if you do feel at any point that you need just that tiny bit of extra help, we can offer that for you. We offer weekly and monthly private tutoring plans, and we can cover a variety of topics, not only C++, but the C language and other programming languages. So just stay tuned for that and check out the platform for the latest private tutoring plans. Next classes after this will be the immediate level C programming language with hands-on examples, an introduction to C programming as well. And there's plenty of classes, plenty of learning to do. So do sign up. And thank you very much. That's it for today.